Fortunately, a very sad update and breaking news to bring to you. The search for 5 Marines who were on board a missing helicopter has ended.
And all 5 Marines were found dead near the mountain community of Pine Valley, which is about an hour away from San Diego. The Marines helicopter vanished late Tuesday night. It was returning to San Diego after training near Las Vegas. Bad weather is to blame for the crash. The identities of the Marines has not been shared as part of standard military procedure to not identify deceased service members until 24 hours after all next of kin notifications have been made.